You have also campaigned against the recreational use of nitrous oxide. Can you remind us what the problem is here?
This is yet another example where I'm happy to spar, go hand to hand, whoever he wants to about this. I am really passionate about the fact that nitrous oxide is being abused and misused on our streets. People think it's innocuous. It is not innocuous. Prolonged exposure to nitrous oxide stops you from developing or absorbing vitamin B12. And vitamin B12 is what you need for healthy myelin, which is the material around your spinal nerves, your spinal cord. And people end up again, the spinal cord degenerated and have problems with the fingers, numbness, can't walk properly. And some people have been paralyzed. Okay. And, this does not mean being paranoid. I've had the Chief Medical Officer for Wales, Frank Atherton, also express concern about what's going on, that people ending up in wheelchairs. Now, thankfully, it's reversible if you catch it in earlier time. And this, by the way, is nothing new. The laughing gas parties of the 1800s, did exist. And they stopped there when people started keeling over. I mean, people were keeling over and they realized there was an association with prolonged use of nitrous oxide. So it's not a chemical that you want to play around with. I mean, the issue we have and what's causing confusion, it is used in the food industry. Okay. And, if you've got those creamers, those foamy cream systems, you use nitrous oxide to actually foam the cream. The stuff you put on your hot chocolate, you see that, the whipped cream thing. And that's fine because you digest it, you're not absorbing it through your nasal passage. And so the bottom line is, there is a legitimate use, and that's where the problem starts to rise. Certainly with things which are legitimate, have a legitimate use, you have this grey area.
I see. And what first alerted you to the problem?
What alerted me to this was, and this was about 3-4 years ago when I first became chief scientist, but I was happened to be a governor of a local school, and I saw about 200-300 ampules next to a primary school, and that really shocked me. And I thought, wow, okay. So I picked them up and I showed it to parents, and not one parent knew that this was nitrous oxide canister, and actually this was being abused, put into balloons and inhaled, and could cause harm. That's a problem for me, right? And that's next to primary school, okay? And I waged the campaign to try and raise awareness, education, so that people understand that this material is no laughing matter. It is a laughing gas, has a side effect to it that can actually harm people. Once you got the education side sorted out, that'd be great. But of course, what was happening? Parents are seeing kids buying stuff off Amazon, Google, you name it, getting these ampules, not realizing it's laughing gas, no big issue. But actually, there was an issue because they're absorbing nitrous oxide, which is stopping vitamin B12.